Now I have a controversial question for y'all. Let us know in the conversation, in the comment section down below. What do you think they're going to cut from the live action Avatar?
Dead. Like chaos ensue.
That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know.
Like chaos ensue.
What do you think ain't making it?
You want people to dream up their nightmares?
Yes, that's right.
And then put them in our comments?
That's right. Tell me. Fuel me.
Yo, honest.
What will bring you the most pain to not see?
Yeah, right. Honest opinion.
See, I didn't say what was going to be I didn't say what would be the worst thing to cut. I said, what did you think they're going to cut?
Are we ready? Are we ready for the next?
The last
thing?
Yes, the last trailer that we have on our docket for tonight, but it also happens to be the last Airbender. Finally have the official teaser
sweatshirt just for this reason.
Yes.
for the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Woo.
I'm excited, guys.
I'm excited too.
Just look at him. He's so cute.
Yep.
Aang looks great.
We get our second try at this.
Not Ong, but Aang.
As y'all see, the pain is still here for that last.
It will forever be there.
We have scars.
Self-inflicted wounds.
They're not self-inflicted.
They're not.
I can 100% guarantee that.
It was self-inflicted when I walked into that theater and saw that movie.
But you didn't know it was gonna hurt you when you walked in there.
Not.
So it's not.
I did not. I had reservations. About
yeah, it's not like you saw an open flame and say, "I'm gonna stick my hand in it."
Dang.
Bro, that's what you think.
My mom and I both wanted to walk out.
You saw the open flame.
Sad.
It had a glass protection over it, and somebody came and smashed the glass and threw the ashes in your face.
No, when I went to that movie, my heart was breaking.
I'm weak.
It's crushed. This has revived it, and I'm excited.
Well,
it looks
we
the characters. Hope. Yeah, we hope.
We hope.
We hope. We hope.
From the thumbnail, it looks promising.
Yeah, from the stills that they showed from the TV show,
they can make anything look good. They made the M Night one look good before we actually got in the theater.
No,
But
except when they started showing that earthbending part.
Don't bring up that earthbending.
3 people do one.
I was enraged. I was enraged.
You haven't seen it?
I said, how dare you move like that and only fling 1 or 2?
Well, it had a lot of. It was multiple things wrong. It wasn't just the acting.
That part there, I was like, by the time you fling that rock at them, you are dead.
They got you.
They could throw fire at you right now. What are you doing? Just standing there.
You should just relive Autumn's trauma and watch it again.
But trauma was real. Trauma was so real. Scarred for life.
I'm so sorry.
I'm weak.
I'm so sorry.
It's funny because I'm working on a project, so I might actually have to watch it again soon. But
No,
if you do, I want to watch it.
You want to watch it?
Yeah.
Shit, you haven't seen it.
She's never seen it.
She's never seen it. So she doesn't know the
Imagine if I
pain
come back and
that
I'm just all like, dang, I loved it.
You won't.
That would be a harsh reality.
Again.
To me, it's like the level.
We have to sit you down and like walk you through why you like
You
explain to me what you liked about it, and then for us to like kind of get you back.
I love how they call him Ong.
Yikes!
Ouch.
It was the cringe level of Twilight for me.
Dang.
All right. Enough about reminiscing about our pain. Let's move forward with some hope for the
With some
future.
closure.
I'm gonna cue this intro for you, and then we'll check out this official teaser.
I'm so sorry.
And can you believe that's one of the first lines in the movie?
Yes.
And I was like, oh no.
It really was. The first line is
Yeah, I was like, what?
Oh, no,
and then it was Sokka.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, ooh.
They mispronounced.
It's like
That was
It
weird.
was like blow after blow after blow.
And then there was another one right at the end.
The part that ended me was that everybody in the South Pole were like actual Eskimos, but
Yes.
Sokka and Katara were
White.
people.
White.
Like
White
visibly
as
very
white.
white, and I was just like,
White as white as white.
how? Like,
It was so
like,
wrong.
One
Like,
of these
why
things
did
is
you
not
choose
like the
to do
other.
it this
One
way?
of these things is definitely not like the
It's just
other.
weird. It just made it. You brought the attention on yourself with
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, that hit me about as hard as Ghost in the Shell when
Like,
you know, Scarlett Johansson.
Oh.
And then when we get towards the end of the movie, we
When they
find out
show
what she
who she
really
looked
looked like, and she was an Asian girl. I was just like, so why?
We're going to remember that part at the end.
I was like,
Because he was scarred.
that mess is so crazy. I was like, so why would y'all give people the ammo to say that you whitewashed the character?
Right?
Literally.
Literally whitewashed the
Anyway.
character, yeah.
Anyway, we're here. Everything's queued up. Let's check out the official teaser for Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender.
She was good in that movie.
She was good in the movie. It's
Until you
just
found out
you
the
get to
end.
that point and I'm just like, it's like, why?
She was good in the movie. It wasn't her fault that they cast her.
Yeah, no, I don't blame her. I just think that was a stupid decision on their part. It's just really weird.
Time is a funny thing.
Oh, I love it already.
That's the air
Visuals.
temples.
Yes. Oh, goodness.
Look at that.
The future.
It's beautiful. Oh,
Dang, looking clean.
good.
It all gets
The Earth
mixed
Kingdom. Is this a Mashu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Free.
Zuko. Oh.
Arrow looks good.
There's
Mm.
only one way.
Ooh.
Fire Lord.
The sets are
Suki!
Oh,
She looks so
the
good.
sets are so good.
look at that.
Yes, sir.
Let's see my buddy.
Always remember who you are.
I'm waiting for some bending.
There it
Woo,
is.
look at him.
I want to see some bending.
Oh, they got the music? Let's
Yes.
go! Let me see it.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, look at that.
Hey,
There we go.
Hey.
Alright, Momo looking a little rough, but alright. I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
How loud.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Because, you know, he ain't a real animal. So it's, I can get that.
It looks so
That was
good.
really nice.
I'm ready. All right.
February
22nd.
Ah, it's just around the corner. Yes.
All right. I have hope.
Wow.
There's
So
hope-
now I gotta
there's
watch
hope
the
yet.
worst one in order to watch the best one.
There's hope yet.
There is hope.
It's not perfect yet because we just saw what it looks like. We didn't really see what they speak like and what they talk like and what the words they say are.
It's just visuals
We're just-
and some effects.
Yeah, the visuals and the music and the costumes and the setting and the CGI looks pretty good. Like you
And-
said,
and
Momo in that shot looked
the
a little
bending
rough,
is
but
right.
I think it's the wind.
The bending is
the win.
the bending is right. The locations are right.
Oh yeah, that's important. Like how much bending is there? Because if they decide to do more dialogue, then like the action with the bending, then you know
Well,
that might be an issue.
Oh,
But
yeah, the fire bending in the M Night one was wrong.
just everything was wrong.
Yeah.
But this
I
looks,
trust
yeah.
Netflix. I think with what they were able to accomplish with the One Piece live action and how well they developed that, I think with this one they're gonna take their time with it, and we get it in February, and I'm not anticipating a lot in this because I gotta see it before I can make a judgment on it. But from what I saw from the visuals and just the effects, they got it going in a really good direction in which they're rewriting wrongs from that M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the One Piece, that was Oda. Like when Netflix, produced it, but that was Oda.
Yeah, I know.
But this,
that,
I think the creators on this, didn't they leave the project? They started on it, but they had a disagreement with Netflix and they left.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
remember something like that.
So like, I'm still like, cause there's still room for Netflix to mess this up. It looks great, but
Yeah.
like there still could be something kind of weird about
Yeah,
it. So
the creators left the project. What would make them leave?
they had disagreement with the
Yeah.
They're
creation,
probably going
The
to
creation.
creative process on,
Mm-hmm.
Of where it was going.
I was about to say, they had disagreements and they ain't have Oda pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
They had disagreements with Oda too, and they were just like,
Oda
can't
said,
lose
"Nah."
it.
Oda
Nah.
said, "I'm out. Like I'm just leaving."
Yeah.
Look how fast I packed up One Piece.
Oda said this ain't gonna happen without me. Y'all better check yourselves. You better check yourselves.
Think again.
I'm pulling my anime off too.
Right?
Y'all ain't gonna have nothing.
Nothing.
But nah, that
But yeah, if the people that was working on this left, then
Yeah, the creators.
it's something completely different. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean it looks
you
good.
said literally.
Yeah,
They just said that they had creative differences.
yeah.
Mhm.
They believed their creative vision for the show was not being supported.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
and I trust them, but I also have to. I mean, we have to accept what we're getting, and what we see so far is really good. So I
Yeah.
just hope that the story holds up to the visuals.
Yeah,
Okay.
and maybe some of their creative disagreements came to where what they wanted, like certain scenes from the show,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
onto live
Yeah.
action.
Right.
Because like trying to make that transition, you can't have everything in
Yeah.
there either. So
Yeah. Or they wanted to change things like how they changed One Piece a little, like in different ways. Because I'm not gonna say a little. They changed One Piece in ways that they thought would reach an audience better visually.
yeah.
In a live action medium. Because I know a lot of like One Piece fans were like very confused as to why they did it, and I was just like, nah,
It makes sense.
this is
Yeah.
kind of how it works. They have less episodes. There are certain things that they want to make more of a through line, and it's just like sometimes it just works better that
Yeah,
way.
you gotta condense like a lot of stuff just to make
Yeah.
points. So
Because I could imagine, like for the One Piece example, like Garp really wasn't a part of the story
yeah.
until like way later.
Mm-hmm.
But it was always something that, like, to me personally, makes less sense because he's Luffy's grandpa. So, like, he
Why
would,
not have him right
like,
there?
he would be invested enough to know where his grandson was going
Right.
at the very beginning. But we wouldn't. I don't know how many seasons it would take, like 3 or 4.
to get to
Like in terms of how they blocked it out, it would be like in season 4 when you saw him for the first time in like the anime. So they might have done something like that. Like I could imagine them saying, "Oh, we want them to meet Suki in episode 2 because we want her to be more of a character throughout the rest of the show."
That is something
Yeah.
Or
that they're
something
doing.
like that. Yeah.
That is something that
Oh, are there?
there's a video out there that talks about some of the changes that they're making.
Okay. Yeah.
It seems to be suggesting one of those.
Mm-hmm. Which again, it kind of makes sense with how much Suki came back in later,
in the episodes.
like
later.
like season 3 of Avatar and like where she was at in season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like it makes sense for them to want to do that because that kind of was her story. It's just, that's not how the story went, and it worked out fine the first time. So the creators might have just been like, well, I mean, they loved it the way that it was, so why not keep it the same? And it's just like, well, you have the opportunity to do something different now.
Yeah.
We don't know what those disagreements were, but
Yeah.
hopefully it wasn't so, wasn't, it's not going to destroy the essence of what this show is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this teaser I think is a really great official teaser. Like it gives you the look at all the characters, the important main characters at least. You get to see Aang, and especially like his feature with his tattoo and how him touching into the avatar state with the the air on his head like glowing. Like you always wonder like how those effects are going to come into play.
Some of the bending.
They
only show Aang bending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then not
They
bending.
showed a little,
some of the fire
in
bending.
the in the very first shot. They showed some air nomads bending, but it was like very quick.
Yeah, it was very quick, so you don't really see see any
some-
water bending or
some Zuko
earth
bending.
bending.
That's true.
You
Just
see
air and fire.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
air and fire.
So hopefully they're not like hiding the worst stuff behind
Yeah.
them.
Now, see, I do think that if they do cut back on the bending, they can make up for it with martial arts.
Yes.
But which I think is what, like, not giving him any props, but I think that's what M. Night Shyamalan was trying to do. But the issue was that he decided all the martial arts were going to be like a byproduct of bending, and then the bending didn't match the ferocity of the martial arts itself.
No, it didn't.
If they do it the opposite way and say it's just like, well, they bend less, but it's because they're fighting more, I could see that like being like, we're cutting money on effects because we got Appa and Momo running around. We can't be showing y'all them every episode.
That's
now.
true. That's true.
Appa's gonna get lost a lot more in this one.
Yeah. So like, Y'all either gonna have bending or you ain't gonna have these animals.
Yeah, or we might just hear Appa and just not see him.
And just
you
like,
know?
yeah.
They might just have the sound effects. They might just show like maybe like the top of his hair with like bits of the seat, and then you see the characters walking off somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
yeah.
Momo's gonna be in there a lot. So.
he might be in
Almost
there.
easier to
You might catch a tail or ear,
fly around.
you know. But
As long as I don't see his face, bro. Like, that's a nightmare
don't
fuel
don't
right there.
look too closely at Momo.
You reminded-
Uncanny Valley.
He reminded me of live action Flounder.
No, I don't think.
Momo's
Yeah.
been through some stuff. We can't speak on Momo's journey. He's been through some things.
Like, he got the big eyes and everything, but it
Yeah.
was just like, bro, I don't know. He still looks cartoony, but it looks like only in his
It's
face.
probably
Only in his face,
it's
yeah.
not the final product.
Yeah,
He's like, why you gotta hear
And,
your
and like I
face?
said, it may have been the wind. May have been the wind.
All right, Pocahontas.
That's what it means.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying that wind. But yeah, I like how the characters looked. I love the scenery, especially when we are taking a look at where they live for the area of the ice, where they have where Aang is encapsulated in that ice structure, that sphere, because that looked really cool. Because even in the show, he was in an ice glacier, but it was more like surrounded by like water and everything. But you see it, that looked like more leveled up than it was.
fine.
But it looked really
The,
good.
I mean, it's
It
the
looked really
idea.
cool.
Some of the stuff I don't need it to be 1-to-1.
Yeah, I don't need to be one-to-one either,
Some,
but
like,
the
the
way
shots,
that it looked
but-
was really, really cool.
The locations, it seemed like they really tried to make them 1-to-1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. You gave me a
And
good question.
Yeah, so it looks really good. I'm excited. February 22nd.
February 22nd.
We gotta write down these dates. Okay, you got Echo, you
Echo.
got Avatar, you got Ghostbusters.
There's a lot going on in this calendar.
Yeah. 2024 is gonna be lit.
Wait, what? You said February?
February
22nd.
22nd.
My birth month.
Your birth month.
There you go.
Happy birthday.
But now I have a controversial question for y'all.
Uh-oh.
Let us know in the conversation,
People laughter.
in the comment section down below. What do you think they're going to cut from the live action Avatar?
Dang.
I
Like
like
chaos
That's what I
ensue.
want to know. That's what I want to
Like
know.
chaos ensue.
What do you think
you
ain't
want-
making it?
You want people to dream up their nightmares
Yes, that's
and then
right.
put them in our comments.
That's right. Tell me. Fuel me.
You.
Yo, honest.
What will bring you the
Honest.
most pain
What-
to not
Let us
see?
know
Yeah, right.
your honest opinion.
Now see, I didn't say what was going to be I didn't say what would be the worst thing to cut. I said, what did you think they're going to cut?
Yeah, but they'd have to yes. There's a lot of things they'd have to think about in order to get to that.
Yeah.
Like what characters, what arc.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, I don't.
it's not
want
all
them
gonna
to
make
cut
it in there.
anything.
Yeah, and I know that's how people feel, but
Yeah.
this is going because I'm fairly certain this is going to be like a that season 1 of this is going to be a remake of
They're
book 1.
gonna cut the Swamp Brothers.
That's in book 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
What
can't.
about
They
what about
can't
the
do
library? No.
that. They can't do that.
Well, they cut the library, but that's when Aqua
That's
got
in book
lost.
2.
Okay.
Dang. I should know book 1. I'd watch it sometime.
So it seems like they really have to do their best to.
They need to incorporate
Okay.
bloodbending in there.
That's
Not in book
That's
1.
book 3.
Yeah, that's book 3.
No.
Y'all remember the end of Avatar? Book 1 is just up where do they get to the North Pole?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
because I don't think they'll cut Boomy. I don't think they'll cut. They showed Amashu, so actually no, I know Boomy's gonna be in there.
Yeah.
They're
They-
gonna cut the.
They showed Suki.
What was that? What was that bear? What was that bear thing?
You mean just the bear?
What was that bear? The pet bear that the king of Amaji had.
Flopsy. He was like a gorilla rabbit actually.
Yeah.
Because the other
He's a
no the king of Ba Sing Se
Ba Sing
has,
Se! That's
has
the one that had the
just
bear.
a bear.
Oh, it was just a bear?
Yeah, like
Oh,
literally.
It was weird because
that
it was
yeah,
just
it
a
was
bear.
weird because it was just a bear. For them. Yeah.
Are they gonna cut out our favorite? My cabbages. They might. Will they
You
cut
know
it
what?
out?
Guarantee.
They
Hey,
might.
hey, I guarantee you this. He's in Amashu. He's in that. That's where he first shows up. That would be crazy.
They might have a cameo, but they're not doing it more than once.
I was about to say
they might show it one time.
If his cart doesn't get destroyed and he screams, "My cabbages!" like that, then I don't know how I feel.
At least
one star.
One into it.
We'll see. Because now you're thinking. Now you're cooking with gas. That's the type of stuff we love.
Left side.
But they might say, "Oh no, that's not in my avatar."
Not in my avatar.
Why would they even have a cabbage? Make it make sense.
They're gonna cut the what's that big serpent thing that Aang was riding on to try to show off to Katara.
Oh yeah. That's in Suki's place.
Yeah,
I can see that.
They're gonna cut that.
Important question: do you think they're gonna tone down the characters' personalities? Because Aang is more like carefree. He's a child basically, so he likes to have fun and joke around. There's that serious undertone that, of course, like he's hiding his pain. But do you think
they really didn't give us a nod to
they didn't really give us a nod to his personality?
I'm gonna go ahead and let you know yes, but not necessarily because like it'll be like a big thing. It's just because it's coming from a cartoon. They ain't gonna be on this high. Even though like Avatar as a cartoon was very mature, they're not gonna be able to hit those levels. Like Aang will be at a level to where it makes sense as a person. He won't have like the erratic spurs of like
the ADD nature that he
yeah. Like
it seems like just
he'll be more
wired,
real then. Yeah,
just wired.
He is wired.
But he won't be in this for sure.
Yeah. Now, how much do you think they're going to push the romance between Aang and Katara? That's going to be a question.
I mean,
I don't know.
It might be one of the creative decisions that they disagreed on.
Yep. Because I could see somebody in a studio saying, well, they get together anyway, so why don't we just, like, sprinkle it through all the way? And then, like, Jet's what breaks them up. Or, like, whoever it is breaks them up. Also in season 1, but I feel like you can't. I feel like you can't get rid of Jet because of how Bossing Say worked. I think they'll try to keep the major moments.
I feel like they might get rid of Jet.
Yeah.
I don't think they will. I think they're gonna get
rid of that whole crew.
I don't think he'll get as much screen time, but I think that Jet and his freedom fighters will show up because they have to show up for the. Jet has to show up for the Bossing Say stuff because that's how they find out they're brainwashing people. And then some of the freedom fighters show up in their siege on the Fire Nation during the eclipse.
Yeah.
So I feel like they won't get as much screen time. Here's some ish that they would do though, right? They would mix Jet and his freedom fighters with the pirates. That in that one episode.
Do you think?
And say that they would be under the under those pirates. Yeah, I could see them doing some silly shit like that. 100%. That's like a studio move if I ever saw something.
Just to make it work all together.
Yep. Yeah. I could see somebody doing some dumb shit like that. I could see it in the writers' room, and then the creators over there in the corner like,
what the F is this? What the F is this?
Is it too late to go to Hulu?
What's Amazon Prime doing these days?
Nickelodeon got Paramount Plus now. Is it too late to jump ship?
Go back home.
Go back home.
To the motherland.
Anyone call
I know they screwed us in the past, but like, maybe we can make it work.
No, I don't think Peacock is there right now. No, it'll have to be like Amazon Prime or Max because that's Amazon Prime with that level of like the Wheel of Time and Lord of the Rings, like bring those things to life. Like, I feel like they could do Avatar. Especially with Max too, they could do Avatar, but like those creators are probably like Netflix.
The guy with the eye. The guy that shot that beam out of his forehead.
That's 3.
That's season 3. Okay.
Yeah. That was
I think Zuko was a good guy at that time.
How do you think the character relationships are going to work, like their dynamics? Because Zuko and his uncle always have that like love not like love hate, more like Zuko has that love hate
It's
relationship with everything.
It's definitely more of a father son thing.
Yeah, and
I think
Katara,
that'll be the same.
Yeah.
Katara and her brother would have the same thing. So I feel
not bitter, banter.
Yeah.
The banter back and forth. So
I think it'll be toned down.
Yeah, I hope the chemistry will work. I think the chemistry's there.
will he have his signature boomerang?
Oh, freak! I totally forgot about that.
That's a great question.
You gotta have the boomerang.
Because that 100%.
You gotta have the boomerang.
That's another thing that I could see them getting rid of. Just like the cabbage guy, just like that
But
serpent
that's his
thing.
tool.
It is. Until
It's
he gets
the only thing he got!
until he gets a sword.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, nah, he just trains with swords all the time, so that way when he gets
Swords just work.
They just skip the boomerang and
you
go
gotta
straight to the
think
sword.
you gotta think dastardly.
But then where's the arc? In the romance?
Well, yeah,
'Cause the only thing he's got-
he talks to 2 girls.
Yeah,
He gets the most play in the whole show.
he does.
That's his art. People like him,
Yeah.
but he don't like himself.
Yeah.
Right.
So he must master the sword so that he
Yeah.
can. Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
'Cause he always felt like left out because everybody else could bend except for him.
So true.
Yeah. I'm thinking like them dastardly people up in the studio.
Yeah, he had to train in other ways.
There's some producer out there that's just like, bro, he don't need no boomerang.
That's, I mean, now that you got me thinking about it, I'm trying to think of them trying to portray the boomerang on screen, and I say, oh, that costs money. So it's easier to portray a sword because you don't have to CGI a sword.
You don't have to see that.
You know what they'll do? You know what they'll do? They'll turn his ass into an Eskimo Batman. Guaranteed. It's just a bunch of random gadgets and stuff.
Yes.
I guarantee you.
Gadgets.
He's just like, I'm a master of every weapon.
I'm a master of every weapon. Somebody get a
Weapon master.
No, that was
A thing.
a statement that like people said that like Aang mastered all the elements, but Sokka mastered like a weapon style from each nation or something. I could see them taking that like that fun theory and then running with it beyond the point where it's just like, okay, because he has the boomerang from for air. He has his little like club thing that he had, that little club weapon, which was the water.
Yeah.
He had the fan that he learns from Suki.
Yep. For the earth. Yep.
And then he had the sword from the Fire Nation. Yeah.
So
Like somebody said that. I can see some dude in a studio being like, yeah, that's what he'll do. He'll just be a master of every weapon. But it won't just be like a background thing. That's him.
Now, will we get to see a scene of him using all those different tools, though? That's the thing, especially the fan. Because he was in the full gear using that fan, So, that makeup looked on point, too.
That makeup was on point. Oh, my gosh.
It just looked amazing.
Yes,
I
so
wonder
good.
how they're going to present the Avatar state. Like, all the avatars before him.
Hey, and Netflix, I want my giant koi fish. Don't play with me.
Yes, the koi fish.
Hey, understand.
It's
I
cut.
understand. Bro,
It's cut.
I swear to, and I'll cut somebody. Because I'm not going to get blue balls twice.
Oh,
Twice.
Yeah, in Shyamalan's.
Well,
Because
yeah,
all he did was lift some water on.
Yep, that's all.
There was no koi fish at all.
I need to watch this movie.
I want my giant kaiju water koi fish.
Everything from the moment that they start talking and say
the moon spirit.
Yes, when it took over Aang and he was walking through and all the waterbenders hit the ground and all the firebenders like square up and I was just like, you fools! Have you ever seen a koi fish this size?
I was thinking, I was like, how dare he take this movie and mispronounce his name? Like, what is wrong with
not
Yeah,
you?
it was up for interpretation.
I'm not gonna lie, I stuck around through all of it and I was
I
like,
did
can I
too.
at least get my koi fish? When as soon as that wave went out, I left.
You said, ain't
There's
no way.
I stood outside the theater
You said, ain't no way.
for a good 16 minutes till the film was finished. Because I was like,
Jason,
this is
I
utter garbage.
That Iris did all for that koi fish and it went down.
M. Night
The
Shyamalan had
audacity.
me effed up.
Yo.
Justice for giant koi fish.
You really got
He
that.
was hurt.
That was
What? That's definitely a movie that you give that bombastic side eye.
No, there was no side eye. It has none of my eye.
He was hurt.
I was gone.
He was hurt.
It has my back.
That's my back. I don't even think it deserves your back
It
straight.
When I said we had scars, I meant it.
It cut deep, yo. It cut deep.
Autumn was-
Because that was at like the height, the epitome of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
We were watching all of those episodes religiously, and we would come to school the next day talking about it for weeks. And how dare they present us with this movie,
This
and
garbage.
it did not serve this hot garbage.
He said, "What is this Avatar that everyone's talking about? Let me try that."
He said he had the audacity to say, let me try. Let me stick my little hand
What
in
is Avatar?
your nasty hand.
Yeah, you
in
better
this.
get your toes out.
Get his toes out.
Alright.
Somebody
It was
put a
like
sticky
my
note
days.
on his desk and said, "Do Avatar." He said, "What is that?" And
Somebody-
they said, "Here, watch this episode."
Oh,
that looks kind of
somebody
cool.
lied to him,
But
but
the
told him
episode
you
that
could
you was
do
watched
this.
was the one when they were watching the play. And so it was all everyone's abridged version of
Yes.
what their life was.
Yes.
And then he was just like, so just do this. Because that explained all the story.
Yeah.
But just like, less. That's it.
Somebody lied and told this man he could, and he could not.
And he decided to take it.
They hyped him up.
He said, "I'm allowed one bad movie, right?"
Several, but
Yeah.
this one in particular.
Yeah.
No, this one destroyed fans.
I was about to say that destroyed a lot of people's faith in
Yeah.
I'm
But-
excited to hear what you got going on with this project you got when you do watch this bad movie.
the
I
project
know
is...
we talked about it.
Yeah.
But I wanted the final product.
Yeah, the other one's taking a minute. But essentially I'm taking like old movies that are bad and basically saying if I had all the same parameters, could I have made a good movie? So like all the things that they said had to go in this film, like I can't change like the way the script was or whatever. I can just tweak it. Yeah, the budget's the same. It's just like if I had to use all the same actors, they gave me all the same flack. Could I make a good movie? Currently, I'm on Dragon Ball Evolution.
No.
So,
I pray for you.
which I searched and found the original script for.
Was
Yeah,
it better than what?
It's better than what we got.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
They started off in a really hard place, but it is better than what we got.
That movie was atrocious too.
It's just also funny because they also made a mandate that makes most of that script useless. But
Dang.
I was like, oh, I can see why it's good because where it started was bad. Like in comparison.
Yeah.
But I could understand somebody watching it as a movie and being like, oh, whatever. And just like passing it by. But then the major thing that made that movie work, they were just like, oh no, that costs too much money, so we can't do any of that. And so like a good 60% of the script is gone. I was like,
Yeah, like no.
Can't do this.
No, scratch all of this out.
and then apparently somewhere between that one and the finished one, they read it like 5 more times. So,
That movie was atrocious.
Dang.
but yeah. Y'all let us know what you think they're going to leave out of live action Avatar on Netflix.
My cabbages.
My cabbages.
Oh, and
Hashtag.
while you're commenting down below, feel free to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed our discussion and share it with somebody that you think might enjoy it too. And feel free to subscribe to the channel. Doing so will allow us to lock in our algorithms on our way to our first 1,000 subscribers, and that will allow you to get more consistently catered chaos in the near future.
Yeah.
Also, feel free to check out the link in our description down below. It'll show you all of our socials, including our Discord page, the C2 Circle. There, you can become a champion of the ring and be around for all the content.
You got this. You got this.
You're funny. You can be around for all the content that's going to be lined up next week when we go live at
7 p.m. on
Thursday.
Thursday.
Eastern time on the dot. 7 p.m.
Oh my gosh.
We go live before 7:06.
Go live before 7:06 or it's free.
Save it for the
Huh?
future reference.
Tristan, what's free? What we charging?
I don't know what's free, but
It's free.
Nothing.
It's free.
No,
Those
don't
extra
be,
10 toes.
don't be promising that.
be a champion
they are-
of the ring for free. When
The
you
champion
join
of the
our
ring gets it for
Discord.
free
Oh,
after.
okay.
I mean, before
Yeah,
7:06.
see?
Alright now.
And a free 7:06 p.m. T-shirt.
Nope.
Whatever.
No.
If you're checking this video out on YouTube,
No.
please tell her we ain't giving you but if you're checking this video out on YouTube, thank you so much for all your love and support. We really do appreciate it. And feel free to come out one Thursday if you get the chance. We'd love to see you. But until the time comes, we'll just catch you in the next video with even more Catered Chaos. Peace.
Bye.
It's their second chance to rewrite it wrong. If they drop this one, there's no third time's the charm.
We shall see.
So they
I don't
decided
know
to do
who
a
would be
remake.
brave enough to do it.
He says. You don't know who would be.
Jack Snyder.
Paramount.
Don't say.
At that rate, I would
Bro.
Dare.
at this